Hey everyone, Vincent Nguyen here for Slash here. I've got an exciting device here made by HTC for Verizon. It's the new DROID DNA, and you're going to want it if you're on Verizon and you happen to want an Android phone. So I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the hardware as well as Sense 4.1. There's some neat features built into it. So I'm going to also compare it to the latest Android devices out there today, such as the Galaxy Note 2, the Samsung Galaxy S3, lastly the LG Nexus 4 for Google, and last but not least the iPhone 5. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in and look at the comparisons between the devices, and that way you can make a decision this holiday or whenever you decide to make the upgrade or purchase which device is best for you. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to give you a quick look at the size comparison between the DROID DNA versus the Galaxy S3, LG Nexus 4 for Google, Galaxy Note 2, and the iPhone 5. The DROID DNA has a 5-inch 1080 native resolution, 440 ppi, 220 milliamp battery versus the 5.5-inch display of the Galaxy Note 2. So, as you can see here, the Note 2 is obviously going to be classified as a phablet or a phone/tablet, whereas the DROID DNA feels really good in your hand and can be really used as a phone without worrying about it being too big. Now, comparing it to something along the line of the Galaxy S3, they're relatively the same in dimensions, being that the Galaxy S3 is rounder on the edges, 4.7-inch display versus 5 on the DROID DNA. The one thing that the Galaxy S3 has going for it is a removable back cover for a user replaceable battery, memory card slot. So with that, I have a 64 gig, or you can put it up to a 64 gig micro SD in here to extend your user storage or replace the battery when you run out of juice. Unlike the DROID DNA, which is one of the biggest drawback I found, is that I can't replace the battery when I need to, nor can I add more storage, more user storage, and it's limited to only 16 gigabyte, with only 11 of those gigabytes are available for you to store music, videos, and whatnot. Same with the Galaxy Note here. You get removable battery as well as a memory card extension. Now compare that to the Nexus 4 made by LG for Google. This is basically a Google phone. Has a 4.7-inch display as well. Glass on the back, 8 megapixel camera. It's, you know, it's running 4.2, Android 4.2 Jelly Bean, whereas DROID DNA is running 4.11. So there's a little bit of enhancement there. DROID DNA is a little bit longer. It's definitely thinner. I personally prefer this longer version of the phone versus something a little bit smaller like this. And they're both very quality built, unlike the Samsung devices where they're plasticky. So that brings up the last device here for us to compare, the iPhone 5, which is one of my favorite devices to use. 4-inch Retina display versus 5-inch. Running iOS 6. They're both very different devices if you look at the two devices together. Resolution, both Retina, so you can't really tell the difference in terms of the display quality. IPS versus SLCD 3, which is an LCD panel. Let's see here. Let's bring the brightness up. Oh, let's go back to display. Where are you? Brightness. So this is the brightness, the brightest setting on the DROID DNA. 8 megapixel cameras for both, flash. I can't recall what the battery size is on the iPhone, but it's also non-removable. One big difference is that I have the option of a 16, 32, or a 64 gig memory storage on the iPhone 5, unlike the DROID DNA. Now, I don't know why it was decided to only have 16 gig, but it's very disappointing, especially when you can't extend the storage capacity. So basically, they're all relatively the same in terms of functionalities and whatnot, because they're all phones. They make phone calls, you surf the web, you take pictures, share them to your favorite social network and whatnot. They all have apps. So it comes down to what is your preference. Do you want something that's extremely big, more comfortable for web browsing, email, whatnot? You want something that's a 5-inch versus a 5.5? Or you want something that's lighter weight with a memory card expansion slot and a removable battery? Or you want a Google Experience phone running the latest operating system, which is 4.2, and also no removable battery or memory card slot? Or if you're not an Android person, do you want to just go ahead and go with an iPhone? So hope this video helps you in terms of the hardware comparison. My name is Vincent Nguyen. Thanks for watching. The next thing we're going to go through is a little bit of a walkthrough on Sense 4.1. So let's stay tuned to take a look at that.